Hey, good Wednesday evening, and welcome to another episode of In the Passenger Seat, where we take you on a ride throughout the sports world, one interview at a time. And I got with me, as always, my backseat driver, the Midnight Rider. How you doing today, partner?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Doing well. I'm happy to have you finally meet J Dub.
Yes, sir. It'd be
And
great if my screen was clear, but it's all good.
yeah,
Good to meet you.
and
Good to meet you, sir.
Great to be on here. Great
we
to be on the
had we
show.
had some we had a late cancellation, but we was able to move some things and get, my best friend is in the passenger seat. So everybody welcome my boy Jack Wagner. What's up, Jack? How you doing, baby?
I'm good, guys. How y'all been? How's everything going?
Good, sir.
Things right. All right, well, Jackie, you seen our show, man. You know how we get started. We like to get started by asking you, give me one of your earliest sports memories you can think of that made you this sports lover that you are.
It's got to be the 1984 NBA championship. Boston Celtics versus the Los Angeles Lakers.
How you doing, man? Rather? Jack Wagner know how to do that. He's a big Magic fan.
Oh yes, he was the reason I fell in love with the Lakers.
And everybody knows me and knows I'm a Celtics fan. And anybody that's tuning in tonight that knows me and Jack know we like brothers. We lived across the street from each other. When Jack was about 10, 12 years old, he moved into my neighborhood.
That's a fact.
So we've been Boston Celtics, LA Lakers, Redskins, Cowboys battling for 40 years, man. It's been something.
Right. All right.
So I mentioned you being Dallas Cowboy fan. Give me your favorite all-time Cowboy, Jack.
My favorite all-time Cowboy is I'm a big defensive fan. Right. So my favorite, one of my favorites is going to be I cannot think of his name right this second.
Hollywood
number 94. He got traded to the Broncos for a year, and they went and won the Super Bowl.
Where?
Marcus Ware.
Yep.
Yeah, I used to love Marcus Ware. He was awesome. Always on the
Marcus Ware was good.
Yeah, he was an animal.
Mm-hmm. All right, quick question for you.
So
you gave me something old. I mean, something new. Who was the Cowboy that got you into the Cowboys?
Me, Tony Dorsett.
Okay.
Got me in watching the Cowboys. I do have an earlier sports memory than even when I was talking about, but I watched Tony Dorsett and a 99.5-yard run against the Minnesota Vikings. I was living out in Montgomery County, and I remember watching that game. And my uncle we were staying with at the time, diehard Redskin fan. So, when Tony Dorsett made that run, he gave me every reason in the world why, he was still no good. Just knew he was the best. He's the best ever. Then he just wasn't having it.
Nah,
it was hilarious.
It was bad that Tony Dorsett was a Cowboy, but as a football player, I respected the hell out of Tony Dorsett. Because I was in Pittsburgh, I was a big Dan Marino fan. And Dan and Tony, they was at Pittsburgh together for, I think, 2 years.
Yeah.
And so I followed Tony to the Cowboys and was like, dang, I like this guy. I don't want him to be a Cowboy. And then I guess once Tony was done, you had Emmitt Smith. I wasn't a big Emmitt Smith fan.
Emmitt was a workhorse.
Nah.
He was. I mean, he definitely was a workhorse. I still think Barry was better, but that's another argument for another day.
But Barry didn't do it as long. Barry cut his career short. Was great while he played. Wish we would have gotten to see him play more. But
yeah,
I'm sure he had his reasons.
Detroit wasn't building the team around him. They're tired of losing.
That's fact.
I mean, you got a dome stadium where the crowd is coming out supporting you, and you're losing, and they're still supporting you. Damn, man.
Yes.
If that team could have turned it around.
And you have one of the best running backs ever.
But think about it. Who were their quarterbacks at that time? You talking about
Nobody.
Rodney Peete, Andre Ware, Eric Kramer. I think he's too young for Hipple.
Didn't
Scott
Rodney
Mason.
Peete play with him one year?
Yep.
I think that was his best quarterback he had.
Yeah. Don't say that in front of KG,
Possible.
please.
Yeah, don't say that. All right. So, Jack, being a Cowboy fan and having a lot of Washington fans, give me your favorite Redskin. I know you got one.
My favorite Redskin was Dexter Manley.
Mm.
Ooh. Yes, sir.
I see you.
I
see you
just,
sticking to your thing. You like defense.
Yes.
He does. He does.
Dexter Manley.
Jack
And
is a linebacker.
I was also a big Sean Taylor fan before he died.
Yeah, no. Jack played linebacker, Midnight Rider. Jack could hit you. Him and Tim Kramer, boy, they was some hitting linebackers.
Loved it.
But
Sure do miss
so
those
Jack,
days.
so coming up, did you play any rec ball or anything? You played over to the Bladensburg Boys Club, right?
Yeah, I played Boys Club a couple years, 75, 85, and 95 pounds. And I did that as a kid. Went on and played a little bit more in junior high, and that was about it for my football days. Other than playing with my neighborhood team, other than playing with guys in my neighborhood. Yeah, that's right.
We was real.
You throwing that squad?
We was real.
Undefeated, baby.
We was real.
Undefeated.
There's the squad. There's the squad.
That's part of it.
Get the squad.
Yeah.
But Midnight Rider, you know, all the neighborhoods had a little pickup neighborhood team, tackle team, you know. And we go out to the clubs on Friday. Huh?
I was about to ask you, did y'all have like a league set up where it was a schedule and y'all knew y'all was playing this week?
Nah, we just went around.
We go to the club on Friday, okay, get our freak on, get our dance on, holler at some dudes. What's up, y'all? Y'all got a team? Next thing you know, we got a scheduled game for Saturday. Then somebody comes down and we play a game Saturday and Sunday. And what was our record, J-Dub?
Undefeated.
Undefeated ain't going for shit.
Undefeated.
Dude, Oxon Hill won state championship that year, and we took our neighborhood team to Oxon Hill High School and beat them youngins. We were probably 20. They were probably 18. And you know,
we went down to Roosevelt in Northeast and whooped up on them boys too.
That was a muddy ass field. I remember that. That was down Theodore Roosevelt.
Them cats had cameras out there.
Yeah, they did.
They had a couple guys on their team that played on the DC Bulls.
Yep. That's the name of that team. I was talking about that 2 weeks ago. The DC Bulls. That was their name.
Yeah, y'all remember Big Jim used to play for the DC Bulls. The fella I used to work with.
Yeah, Jim played for him.
Dorsey. Yeah, Jim Dorsey was fullback.
Yeah, my buddy Danny Hayes played for him too. They used to work out down there at Walker Mill. But
right.
Well,
no, J-Dub, were you in the baseball?
No, I never really played other than I played some in Boys and Girls Club. That was about it.
Yeah, okay. You know, when we was young, Midnight Rider, we played whatever sport we felt like. You know, we had a park 2 blocks from anywhere, you know, with all the fields on it, the basketball court, baseball field, football fields. And my dad was a coach, so we always had equipment. You know, I'd go out there with 15 baseballs. That's unheard of back then for a kid to have more than 2 baseballs. And we played pickup baseball, pitcher mound poison. You know, a lot of people don't know what pitcher mound poison is. If you hit the ball to the shortstop and he throws it to the pitcher on the mound before you get to first, you out.
Out.
And we played that a lot. Right field poison. Played right field poison. It was a blast, Midnight Rider, because we could get done doing that And some fellas would pull up in the parking lot, go run full court after that. So that park kept us busy all the time.
Yes, it
And
did.
I'm going to go ahead and give a shout out. That's Riverside Park, baby, Taylor Road.
Yes, sir.
That's what we did, Midnight Rider. That
So
park was our...
your favorite player is Magic. What, as a basketball player, was Magic also the person you tried to play like?
I did try to follow his game. I wasn't the pastor that he was, but I would try. I damn sure try. And I always loved Magic Johnson. I just liked his tempo. He was fat. They wanted to go. They wanted to run, baby, run. Them Showtime Lakers.
On the basketball court, Midnight Rider, Jack had a big ass. He'd get down there and back you down with his ass.
Throw that ass around. For sure.
He liked to back you down. And
like
we had
baby
plays,
Jeff.
man.
What was that, Jeff Rulin? I said like a baby Jeff Rulin.
I'm right to that. You know me, I'm not there behind the line. Yeah,
both of us.
Growing.
Oh, we did though. I wouldn't have changed it for a thing in the world.
Yeah. So Jack, I want to bring up something that kind of screwed up your sports plan.
Yeah.
That injury that happened to you over there in Hyattsville with that motorcycle accident.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Midnight Rider, Jack lost control of a motorcycle at 100 plus miles an hour. Got flung off the bike, broke a telephone pole with his body, and then got flung into somebody's front porch and was still trying to get up. So he severed his aorta. 95% of us thought he was dead. And look at him. He's right there. That's my boy right there. So
that's me.
After that, if it was hard for me, to shoot ball when Jack was around because I knew he was missing it. When he was injured. And you would come down to the court, and inside my mind, I feel bad that I was balling and you weren't. So
I missed it. Nah, I think that was my favorite time ever
on me
playing basketball.
Yeah, me too. Good time. I mean, my best sport was probably baseball, but basketball is the funnest game to play, man, because you're constantly running.
Yes.
So, what you got for me, Midnight Rider?
So now, Jack, as you're watching basketball, is there a player that you kind of identify with or kind of like as like your player now, and he's your guy?
I really got turned on to this Anthony Edwards watching Minnesota play.
Okay.
Here this season, this tournament, this playoff season. I like his game.
Yeah, I like Alexander, and I like watching Alexander playing against his cousin.
Shay's unbelievable.
That's pretty cool. So it's been good playoffs so far.
I think Shay
it's going to be what?
I think Shea is probably one of the most technically sound basketball players I've seen in a very, very long time. This guy's good at everything.
He's got ups too. He can get up.
That's what I'm saying. He can do it all.
Yeah, and he's got mid-range. He's got three-pointer.
Yes.
He's kicking ball out. No, he played good the other night. I think it's going to be Indiana and OKC, and I think that's Indiana might give him some go.
I agree with you on that.
I think the tempo will help Indiana out.
Uh-huh.
I think the tempo will make it better for Indiana, but I still think once they start swarming, and that's what I'm gonna start calling it. They're like a bunch of hyenas. When they get around the basketball, that group is great at taking the basketball away from you. That group being the OKC Thunder and their long wing defenders. I mean, those guys do a phenomenal job of making you turn the basketball over.
Yes.
You get a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? You don't get a lot of unearned turnovers. They earn the turnovers they make you have.
I agree with that. They do.
Yeah, the defense is something else. I'm
All
pretty
right,
sure.
so one of the other topics that's around a lot, I know how JC feels about it because it's his team, but as a Cowboys fan, the name Commanders,
Hmm.
how do you feel about it?
Commanders, I wish they'd bring the Redskins back,
Okay.
but Commanders isn't terrible. I don't think it's grown on me. I wasn't too crazy about it at first. I didn't really like it, but it's not so bad. And I guess since I'm getting a little bit older now, I used to could not stand Washington's team, but now I'm kind of a fan of players on their team. So I find myself, wanting to see them do good. Individual players do good.
And who would two of those be?
I think I really like
JD5?
y'all's young quarterback. He's going to bring y'all chips. He's going to bring y'all players that want to play with him because everybody knows he's getting his.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Totally agree.
People do want to come to Washington now. Yep.
So who's the other one?
Like I said, I was a big Sean Taylor fan when
No,
he played.
We're talking current team.
Today, I don't really specifically know many of their defensive players. I like Terry McLaurin. He's a beast. I like his attitude. I like his willingness to do whatever it takes. Throw me in there, coach. I'll do it. Type attitude is what I get when I watch Terry McLaurin play.
We done asked you about your favorite football players and your favorite basketball players. Tell me who's some of the baseball players you like to see nowadays.
I can't name any baseball players right off the top of my head. I don't really watch it enough.
All right, give me a favorite. Give me a favorite Oriole from back when.
Eddie Murray.
Eddie
Murray was my man.
Oh yeah.
Eddie Murray was the man. He was a hitter. He was a home run hitter. He did it all. He did everything. He was a great first baseman.
I like Eddie.
Yeah,
I like.
I like Cal Ripken. Of course, you had to like Cal Ripken.
No, I understand because Jack's down in South Carolina, so he don't. Oh yeah, no. But being down in South Carolina, you don't get a lot of Baltimore sports coming your way, so it's kind of hard to stay in the loop.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you're, checking out the game streaming.
Okay, that makes sense.
Got you. Midnight Rider. Hey, Midnight Rider. I'm gonna show you a little bit about how we used to roll back in the day. This here was a party in Jack's crib right here.
Yeah.
Party in Jack's crib. That's Jack Wagner. That's J-Dub in the purple. And that's my little sister sitting there holding that Miller Lite. And then that's me in the black stripe joint. That's Tim Kramer over there on the left. So that was a common happening in the basement, bro.
All the time, every weekend. It wasn't there. We was partying somewhere.
Common. No doubt, buddy. So,
all right. Can you give me a story about Jack that's safe for the
thing off here?
You got a good Jack story safe for TV?
Oh shoot.
Oh man.
I know I'm asking you something difficult because
tell them how we met, Jack.
First time I met these guys, or first time I met Jack Carr, this sucker hung my bike up on the damn telephone pole. I was a little kid. I was 11, 12 years old. And sucker took my damn bike. First time I ever met these fools. And I was riding my bicycle. I was new in the neighborhood. Seeing these kids playing football at Calvert Mansion. And they invited me to play. They had a young kid on the team that was about my age, my size, named Danny Bishop. And they thought Danny was just going to walk all over me, make me look dumb. And I ended up hitting Danny, knocking Danny's crap loose. And Next thing you know, these guys like, oh man, this little dude's cool. You can hang out with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you, Jack? 4 years younger?
Yes. Yeah.
So Midnight Rider, we played football. We let him play football with us that day, and then he rides his bike home and leaves that joker right in the front yard. I'm like, man, let's teach that boy a lesson. So my boy Vu climbs the telephone pole, and I hand it up to him, and he put, man, you can't get that bike, dude. You cannot get it. Jack's stepfather had to come get it 3 days later. Jack ain't had a bike for 3 days. Welcome to the neighborhood. Been best friends ever since, man.
Best friends ever since.
You're a jerk.
I met my lifetime homies right there.
We had a crew in our neighborhood.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, I mean there was always 6 or 8 of us. Always 6 or 8 of us hanging.
Yes.
And then this is over at Donna Lee's house, I think.
Yes, it is.
Right here with John Joe now. That's straight Beastie Boys right there, Midnight Rider. What you think? What you think, Dan?
Yeah, I like y'all just like the party, man.
All right.
That Jack on the left side.
Like the beard's always flowing. That's what it looks like.
Okay.
Looks like the beard is always
started on Thursday.
Always. Hey, Jack, I don't know if you know, but
you
know our friend from in that picture, Wayne? Did you know Wayne? Wayne passed away a few years ago.
I did hear that. I did hear
Wayne
that.
Lanton.
He reached out to me about 5 years ago. And
yeah, Wayne was a good dude.
Name?
What's that?
What was his brother's name?
William
reached out to me, man. Then he was calling me at all weird ass hours, calling me at 6:30 in the morning, 2 in the morning. I'm like, dude, this phone don't work like that. I got a kid.
All right.
And then I think he thought I was mad about him. So I don't know. I think Jimmy Cage saw him recently.
Oh yeah.
William. So
yeah, that's
they was big kung fu motherfuckers. I mean, they be out there kung fuing with swords, nunchucks, everything. They was go hard.
Yeah, they were. And they were self-taught. They were self-taught, Wayne and William were.
Yeah. Well, they rolled with us a couple times, didn't they?
You throw in a couple videos and you just teach yourself. You don't need no
Mr. They did it. They definitely did it, man. I would watch these guys spar. Wayne and William would spar each other. They would kick each other so hard in the shins. I don't know if you've ever been kicked in the shins, but it don't feel very well. And these guys would kick each other in the shins so hard, their bones, all you would hear was knock, big knocking sound from their shins banging together so hard. It was insane.
Yeah, they could have kept that one.
I know that's right. All right. We did a little bit of everything when we were young.
We really did. We got into all kind of stuff, Jack. Not just baseball, basketball, football. We did BMX.
Oh yes.
We did.
Oh yeah.
We used to jump ramps.
Yes. Remember our track we built?
Yeah, we built our own track in the neighborhood.
Yeah, we had kids coming from all over Maryland to ride that track.
Yep.
On their bicycles.
Is that the one which you had a picture of?
Yes. Yep. The one when I was jumping with the 3 kids there, 3 dudes.
Yeah. I remember that. I forgot what show it was.
Yeah, that was our track. Yep.
Guys.
It was something
for the day, do I?
That track stayed there for a long time.
Well, Jack, it stayed there till Eric DeBolish got in charge. You know, DeBolish was a couple of years younger than me and Vu, so when me and Vu moved on the cars and everything,
right?
Eric DeBolish and Mike, the kid Mike that lived right there, they started digging and not covering the holes up.
Yeah, tore that track up.
Well, this old lady was walking her dog and broke her ankle.
I know something bad happened there.
The came down there with a bulldozer and ran the whole track flat.
Yeah.
And the thing is, when we built it, when me and Vu built it, I go to my dad's truck and get some plywood, cover the hole up, and put dirt on top of the plywood. Never noticed a hole there.
That's right.
Because we had a mean tabletop. The tabletop was probably 4 foot high.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And yeah, Eric just started digging crazy. That's why that track got shut down. But,
They ruined the good.
Yeah. That's all right. We was done with it. Man.
Jack, I can't see
Hello?
you got any comments?
Nah, it's spam.
Okay.
There's two, but it's somebody talking junk about Discord.
All right, cool.
I'm not going to give them the pleasure. So, so have you been to any football games lately, or didn't you go to Dallas last year, Jack?
A couple years ago, me and my cousin came up and went to the Cowboy Commander game. Well, no, they were still the Redskins. So that's been 5 years ago or more or so.
Oh, was it? Okay. I thought it was just last year. I thought you went to Dallas. You still with me, partner?
Like we lost his phone.
I think we lost J-Dub a little bit. Give him a couple seconds.
Wow, so you known him that long. What was so besides putting his bike up in the tree, what else you guys do, man?
Oh, dude, I mean, we had woods on both sides of our neighborhood. I mean, just woods. We used to go back there. We had like 3 tree forts we built. Because my dad, like I said, my dad was a roofer. So we had all the nails, all the hammers, a little bit of wood. We were just building tree houses in the woods, playing in the woods. We had BB guns, and we go around with a backpack on. And you get points for what you shoot. You shoot a robin, you get like 5 points. You shoot a crow, you get like 10 points. And whatever you shoot, you got to put it in the backpack. And then we come back and dump it out. And whoever got the most gets the money. So, yeah, we used to have BB gun wars. Mm-hmm. We played in the woods a lot when we were young.
Remember when Wild Brooms fell off the rope swing?
Yeah, we had a mean rope swing midnight ride. That thing was probably 120 feet in the air. It was way up there. And this dude named, it was Mike Grooms. It wasn't Roger Grooms. It was Mike Grooms.
One of them Grooms,
people
boys.
out on the swing, and we sit there and shoot him with a BB gun. And then sometimes we get an old dry rotted stick and put that on the swing, and we know it's going to break when he gets out there. He came out there with 2 casts on one day, dude.
It was hilarious.
It was. But, you tell kids to play in the woods nowadays, they don't understand it.
No.
They don't understand it.
It's a different time these days, that's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few out there, but not many.
Exactly.
So, what else we do, Jack?
Man.
What else?
We
party at University of Maryland.
All the time.
You'd thought we was in school there as much as we was up on campus.
I was only 17, but we stayed up in the clubs.
We did. Oh, fake IDs was everywhere around our way. And plus,
everywhere.
DC stayed 18. Stayed 18. Maryland went 21. So we went to the clubs in DC, and then we got fake IDs. I had a fake ID when I was 15, man. I was in high school coming in hungover. It's bad. It's bad. It's not a good story, but sorry, Mom. She knows. Mom knows now. But just that area, Midnight Ride, Bladensburg, Riverdale, Hyattsville. It was just a fun area to grow up. New Carrollton, where Brian Chuney and them are from. You had the Parkdale kids, the Bladensburg kids, the Northwestern kids. We were all right there in a triangle. So it was fun just hanging out and competing against them 4 different neighborhoods too, in boys club and high school. So I'm serious, man. Everybody should grow up the way we did over there in Riverdale.
We definitely had a good childhood.
The building, they got the new metro coming through, Jack, on East-West Highway going up by the barbershop.
Yeah,
it's all busted up there.
Yeah,
it doesn't even look good.
Yeah, they're running over top. Huh?
I say it doesn't look good.
So congested right through there.
Where'd you see it at? On Kenilworth Avenue, Midnight Ride?
So when I come in from work, I pass the 410?
Yep.
I pass 410. Like if you come down to the bottom of that hill, you make one turn, you go towards Wise, You make the other turn, you go towards 450.
Right. So congested up in there.
Wait, and he said they're talking about that. We also had PG Plaza to go hang out. Beltway Plaza, we used to cut up over there.
Oh yes, we
New
did.
Carrollton Mall. I mean, shit like that. I mean, that's before we got cars, and right about the time we got cars, it was make the rounds at the mall. You up there in Mackin.
That's sure.
We did that for years, and then we got into them Spring Hill Lake parties.
Oh yeah.
Then we wrecked them one jokers up. God, that was bad. I wanted to call 911 for them folks, boy. We busted bad. But I ain't even gonna talk about you and having that dude snoring blood bubbles. I ain't even gonna talk about that one.
Oh, that was crazy.
Oh, I was right next to you when you did that. I'm like,
all right. And he said he was gonna smack my girlfriend. So I said, no, you ain't.
I was trying to get it. He smacked her. Yeah, he smacked her ass.
Yeah.
And Jack just said, look, that's my girl. Pop! Dude was out.
Out.
That was at Spring Hill Lake too, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
That was a big apartment complex, man. That was huge.
Oh yeah.
What else we had, Jack? Oh, Greenbelt Gym. What's up with that, Jack?
Oh man, that was fun times. Every Friday night.
Greenbelt Middle School.
I couldn't hear you. Broke up on me.
I think he's froze.
Hello.
I think he was saying something about going to
Yeah, no, that was the best, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we loved it. Every Friday night. Get off work.
Every Friday night we had open gym midnight, right?
Yes.
We just knew we knew the janitor. We didn't even pay for it. And he'd open the door every Friday night about 6 o'clock, and we'd run for like 2.5 hours, and then go home, shower, go to the club.
Yep. Those were the days.
I love running. I love running the Greenbelt Middle.
Yeah.
And I love. Oh, dude, we play basketball every day.
Every day.
I wasn't 250 then. I was not 250 then.
All right.
But I played St. Jerome's. I used to set an alarm clock on Sunday morning to go play St. Jerome's at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
just how much I love playing at St. Jerome's. We did. Played at University of Maryland at the Quad. Played behind the firehouse.
Oh yes.
Played with a lot of ball players in our time too.
Yeah. Yeah, the Quad is where the athletes stayed. Sometimes a couple of basketball players were out there playing with us.
Oh, I played out there with Walt Williams. I played out there with X-Ray Hip.
Cool deal.
Johnny Rhodes, Dwayne Simpkins. I mean, you could always catch somebody out there, but
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think every young kid should grow up near a college campus. I really do.
Oh, right, I agree. I wonder do they still have the Quad?
No, they cut that down years ago.
Oh, did they?
Years ago, cut all the courts down from the ground, Jack. There was too many fights. You was there when what's their last name? Dave. Dave had like 3 brothers, and they was all big lumberjacks. They got in a fight. These black guys came from DC, and Dave's team was all white, and the DC guys was trying to chump him up. And Dave's brother finally flexed on him. Shit, they stabbed him in the back with a 6-inch blade. Dude was still fighting, and that's why they cut the Quad down, dude. There was too much violence there.
Man,
one of the best basketball setups I've seen. Because what was it, Jack? 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5.
It was at least 8 courts. It was like 8 courts.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah,
yeah, because 2 of them were full size, and the other ones were short.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Midnight Rider. There was a ball in the car. If anybody ever said they wanted to go run, we was ready. We had shoes and ball always in the car.
That's a fact.
We used to gamble. We gambled. Dude show up with a brand new NBA ball. Talk about what's up. Playing 21, playing for the ball. And dude was like, yeah, I'll play for your ball. I'm like, cool. Next thing you know, this dude's leaving, ain't got no shoes on. We played for shoes. We used to do everything up there. And it's like home court, Midnight Rider. Everybody, all the guys that came there always complain. Oh, that rim's too high. That rim's crooked. They got home court advantage. Man, it's a 10-foot basketball hoop, dude. We heard everything. But Yeah, Nick lived right
Those were
there.
the
One of
days.
our buddies' house was right next to the park. So we could leave the park, shooting ball, and go jump in the pool real quick.
Yes.
Man,
Yeah, that was
I'm
awesome.
telling you, we live carefree, man.
Yeah, we
Anybody
did.
would be happy to have lived the way we did. I mean, we made some wrong decisions through our path. Don't get us wrong.
That's right.
We learned from them,
Exactly.
and it made us the men we are today. I'm not saying I
100%.
was a saint. I'm not saying J-Dub was a saint.
Nope.
But we made mistakes. We learned from them. But
That's right.
we, for the most part, we had a lot of fun.
That's exactly
Growing
right.
up, honest fun.
For sure.
So,
Mhm.
so Minnesota, what y'all do around your neighborhood? Did you have a deep neighborhood?
Nah, we was like the older cats was so much older than us that we missed out on a lot of that. So like I was the tail end of the cats going places, playing ball and doing everything. And then by the time I got like to high school or whatever, it was only like 4 or 5 of us around the neighborhood anyway. So it was kind of like it kind of just trailed off. We had a couple games against some other neighborhoods football, but we'd always go up to the court. We were right up the court from right down the street from Fort Stanton. So we go there play every so often. But I mean, we ain't had no height. I think my boy G's like 6'1". Like that's our big at that time. So we was all small guys. And it was only like 3 other guys our age. So yeah, it was a struggle to get 5.
Yeah, we didn't have much height. We had a couple, maybe 6'2", 6'3", the biggest, maybe Postal. Postal might have been our tallest guy, Nick.
Yeah.
But they was just bangers. They were, they did all the dirty work, kick it out to me and Jack. you know, what they do, Jack, they get the rebound and kick it out to us, right?
That's right. Run that break.
That's what happened on Pastor Tony's team when I ran with him up there at Salvation Army. I don't know if you remember the Blainsburg Baptist team I played for, Jack. Tony used to come to the court with his son Rick.
Yeah.
I don't think they ever beat us, young. And then he invites me to come down for his team, and I'm number 7. I'm like, are you kidding me? So you know how we run. We run the break. I get a rebound. I ain't kicking it to nobody. I'm running the floor. Right. Well, Tony said, we ain't into that LA Showtime stuff.
All right.
So yeah. He started Kevin Benko over me.
What?
Yeah. That was just a personal thing, I think. But they never beat us down Riverside.
No.
But that was fun. We got in trouble. Me, Ron Colby. This is fun. Yeah. Me and Ron Colby and Kevin
I used to like playing with Benny. I still talk to Benny. Yeah, I still talk to Benny. I still talk to him all the time, man. I haven't been around the way in a minute because I got somebody on the island cutting my hair now, so I ain't been down there to see the preach. Oh, yeah.
I got to get down there and check on some of the old timers, too. Check on Ray Ray.
Right.
I like to check on Ray Ray since days passed.
Yeah, I know that's right.
I got to get back around there soon. So maybe we'll get back around there when you come to town. Maybe we'll go around when you come to town.
Sounds good.
All right, Jack's coming to town June 5th and 6th, Midnight Rider.
Yes.
So
5th, 6th, and 7th. I'm playing right now.
All right. Midnight Rider, you got anything else for J-Dub? Because I want to get ready to tighten this up.
I think he's out right now.
All right.
No, you good. My bad. No, yeah. I think I asked everything I wanted.
Okay, Midnight Rider, I'm going to proceed to the YouTube. We're going to wrap it up. So this is my thing right here, Jack. We like to do something called a U-turn. And what it is a U-turn is when our guest asks the host a question. So you got to ask me and Ben a question or questions. So right now, we're gonna hang this U-turn even though it says don't do it. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Oh shit! He's coming, Jack. Roll out.
Definitely having a throwback.
It
So what you got for us, big dog?
Ben, who is your favorite baseball team?
All right, so I can explain it. It's easier to explain it than to say it. I'm a Nationals fan since the Nationals got here. Before that, I was an Indians fan during the 90s. And I just stuck with them ever since until Washington got a team.
Cool deal. Do you have any ties to that area?
Not only thing it was, I was a kid playing baseball, and every day I went to baseball practice. I watched the movie Major League, and I figured since I watched the movie so much, I might as well like the team.
Cool deal. And Jack Guard, JC, what is your earliest sports memories?
Oh, that's a good question.
You know, Jack. Yeah, and you know, these guys asked me this question when I was in your seat, almost 2 years ago now. I'm going to tell you the one that I said on the show when they asked me, and then I'll give you another one. My first one that I shared with the guys was the 65-pound county championship down at Gosford Road Sports Park. And 65 pounds, Jack, that's the first sport I ever played.
Yeah.
And we had great players, Ron Workman, Mike Swaniger, Mike Newby. They were all 2 years older than me. And we won the freaking championship, the first sport I ever played. So that's
awesome.
That's a strong memory in my mind because I'm like, damn, am I going to win all the time?
It's a great start.
And then I'll give you another one. One of my earliest was watching my dad play ball at Rips. He used to play ball 3-4 nights a week, man. And, you know, I learned so much more about my dad after he passed.
Right.
I hung out with some of his guys. I went to lunch with some of his guys the following weeks after he passed.
Yeah.
They shared pictures with me and stories and stuff. It was awesome. And they just sat there and bragged on my dad, dude. I'm like, man, my dad ain't never telling me none of this.
All right.
I mean, he was up there. He liked everything. He even boxed one time, but he said, "No, I don't like getting hit in the face. I don't like getting hit in the face. Hell with box."
All right.
But yeah. So watching my dad play ball was pretty cool. He was a shortstop, second baseman, base hitter, not a home run guy, but. I wish I could have seen my dad play more. I wish my daughter could have seen me play. You know, she was young when I stopped playing.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess that's my decision to start a family a little bit later. So, you know, the reason that was my plan was I seen a lot of my friends struggle.
Oh, yeah.
With young families being young people themselves in their 20s, 19s, you know. Jack was a young father.
Yes, I was. 19 years old.
So, yeah. So I didn't want to. I seen you and a lot of our friends had the kids, and I'm like, oh, I don't want that.
Yes.
So, but if I had a kid that young, she would have seen me play ball. So it's a double-edged sword. But I'm happy that I've had my kid when I did, and she's a great kid.
Agreed. All right, fellas. Is Cameron in any kind of sport?
Out of the way.
Hold on, you got one more question?
Nah, she's not playing no ball no more.
She's not playing anymore?
Yeah, Cam not playing any ball anymore.
She got girly on him.
Pumping into the book.
Good deal. Hey, that's great. That's great. You're into the books.
So what you got, Midnight Rider, before I close out?
No, I'm good. I was just trying to let you know he had one more question.
Oh. Who's got a question?
Before we go, J-Dub, I want to thank you for jumping in with us on this emergency.
My pleasure.
We had a last second.
Always enjoy it.
Now we always enjoy you, man. And I also want to. I know this is from all the guys at the Sideline Junkies.
Yeah.
We appreciate you jumping in, participating weekly, sometimes daily. We appreciate all of it, man.
My pleasure.
You helped us grow in this whole thing.
Hey, 100%. I'm behind y'all all the way.
Thank you, man.
All right, baby. All right, now. That's all the time we got right there. J-Dub, thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
I want to thank the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network for making this possible. And I want to throw a little website out there. Go to Jacob Sloan Foundation. Jacob Sloan Foundation, all one word.com. It's a great organization over here on the shore. They help a lot of kids throughout the state that are needy, help them be able to play ball, help them get school equipment. Sometimes they even help parents pay the mortgage. It's a great foundation. Jacob
Sounds
was
like
a
it.
great taken from us way too early at 12 years old. It hurts. I got goosebumps right now just talking about it. So everybody check out jacobsloanfoundation.com. And it's a great organization. Please support them. And I'm the gentleman Jack. For my guy, the Midnight Rider, we out of here. Let's roll out, Midnight Rider. Oh, I
You got
the
the
cue.
buttons.
Got the cue
Peace,
this
fellas.
time.